to the Dangerville podcast.
Like we always do about this time.
It's Friday night. You are correct.
The greatest show of all time.
We need to get a clacker, boy. This thing was really a thrill for the first few weeks. Now, man, got all set up.
You don't want it anymore?
We need to pay a guy specifically
boy.
to come in here and clack, and just like, all right, clack, boy.
Indeed. Third annual Cinco de Kappo. This is the third one, right? Is this 3?
You know what? I think this is the second one.
Okay.
Because we talked about it the first time. Then we did
the first one counts.
Yeah, okay, we'll count it.
I think
It might have been in September, but
wasn't this 3? Because didn't you come with your cousin? Then didn't you fly solo last year?
No. So this is my 4th Dangerville appearance.
You're getting up there, then.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
I popped in one day with Jay. Jay brought me in.
Yeah, I should have hit him up to come out tonight too.
You're in the illustrious club of Lens and others. Multiple Jakes.
Jay is busy being a rock star right now, dude. Rocking out.
Yeah, they're playing Iron Sharpens Iron all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Are they gigging? They got a gig tonight or something?
I don't know. I can't answer that.
Yeah,
Can neither confirm nor deny these wild allegations.
We did some songs here. I don't know when they're coming out. Probably shouldn't be dropping a bunch of their shit here, but I know we're leaking that. You heard it here first. I know they got some tunes in the works anyway. I don't know what the status is.
Now that you bring that up, Jay did mention to me that he was over here doing some work with Ross.
Should be pretty tight. So, what you been up to?
Man, I've been chilling, man. I've been, just dropping some music here and there, low key, I
saw a song you did. It was a few months back now. I watched the video. I can't remember. Can't remember what it was called, but it was like a video, whole video, right?
One of those guys that wear a Green Day shirt but can't name a Green Day song.
Yeah. What were you talking about out there? You got some new shit?
Yeah, we put out. I put out a handful of tracks. Dropped some visuals for them. I've been really toning it down with the visuals, not being so. I don't know, cinematic with it, just me in front of my iPhone and you know what I'm saying, just putting out content after content, doing pretty good. So nice. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, because last time you were here, I think you were talking about you were like working with some producer, doing some like kind of more experimental shit or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I mean the songs that we did, and unfortunately, he had an incident in the studio, so he's kind of been on a hiatus. But yeah, we got together, worked on some really dope songs, and a lot of the music we did was with real instruments. So that's what kind of like set this stuff apart.
Nice.
And I got a few songs I haven't released yet that I'm kind of sitting on, but for the most part, I probably put out like 3 or 4 of those songs.
Yeah. Are you working on? Do you ever like do your own beats and shit? Do you do that kind of stuff? Are you like,
dude? It's crazy that you say that, because when we're going through COVID, I'm just chilling at the house and I have all the equipment, but I was like, man, I don't know how to play no instruments. Yeah, I was like, but that was my thing. I was like, I don't know how to play no instruments.
You didn't know how to play instruments, especially in hip hop.
Well, dude, yeah. So I wish I knew that like 20 years ago.
It's all samples. You just need this, dude.
Well, I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just start watching tutorials.
Yeah. Get
on YouTube, start watching videos. I'm like, okay, I got Fruity Loops and got a bunch of sound packs.
It's never been easier. Fruity Loops just drag and drop.
Over the past 2 years, man, I've really elevated my production game. My ultimate goal is just to self-produce my entire project. Yeah. And I guess I'm kind of trying to find my sound, because I do a lot of different types of beats, but I'm like, man, I really want to do a project self-produced. I want to record it, mix it.
Is that a motorcycle driving outside? Freaked me out there for a second.
Whoa, that was extremely loud.
Yeah, there's a
Fast
strip
and the
right
Furious over here.
It goes by the river, and they just freaking like
Slash Biker Boys starring Ice Cube, if memory serves. They're called Biker Boys. You know what I'm talking
Kid
about?
Rock was in that too.
I don't think I ever actually saw that.
No,
movie.
you don't ever want to. Not put yourself through that.
I mean, it looked especially terrible back when we do that. That's like a stinker
like
waiting to happen.
Early 2000s, like
Biker Boys, dude.
Biker Boys.
That's a deep call, dude.
Can we get a Rotten Tomatoes score for Biker Boys real quick? Doug?
I'm gonna say it's got to be like, I don't know how the rating goes, but it can't have more than like a.
I've never heard
25%.
Yeah, I think you're being generous.
I'll give Cube the benefit of the doubt.
Oh shit,
22%.
Some people like it, I guess.
Inappropriate. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Mini Cube, his son's just on there hitting the like button. Let's go Biker Boys rules.
Dude, I watched this fucking shit. This came out. Have you guys seen this Havoc movie?
No, yeah, I've seen it advertised. I haven't watched it.
Dude, it is awesome. I loved it. It's so ridiculously over the top. Like, just, it's like the bloodiest, most intensely, like, it's like John Wick style, where it's just like, you know, like, let's just do the most insane bloody action. Like, the body counts just preposterous.
Is that the Jason Statham joint, or who's in this? I don't know if
you're thinking of The Working Man.
Okay, yeah,
dude, every Jason Statham movie ever made.
I figured if there's a significant amount of ass kicking to be done, Statham was likely to be involved. The odds seem to be in my favor.
What the fuck is the dude's name? Tom Hardy.
Venom.
Okay.
Yeah, and that dude out of the villains, also some fucking famous actor whose name escapes me right now, but it was definitely watch it, dude. Like, it comes out of the gate fucking hard.
You know, I got a movie club, and when I say a movie club, it's like me and two of my friends who pick a different movie every week.
Nice.
We try to
we get roasted once every 6 months, and
man, so we try to pick a movie. Everybody picks one. I'm gonna have to put that one on the list.
Oh, it's definitely
Biker Boys.
Maybe. You know, I always said we need to have a theme. You know, either find the worst movie you could find, like, get a sit through.
That's pretty much what
we got a couple rules though. We try not to go over 3 hours because that's
you gotta be in the extremes, dude. Man. If you're really good or really bad movie wise, you're all set. If it's in the middle, that's
I can appreciate
dude.
a bad movie though.
Me too.
That's where it's at.
Bad horror movies and whatever.
Bad movies.
Yeah.
Bad soundboard. Can you unplug it?
Why is it fucking up?
The recording is getting all jacked.
That's no bueno.
Yeah, just unplug it then.
Getting MIDI errors and all kinds of stuff.
All right, just leave it unplugged, dude. It's fine. We don't.
It's a bold move.
I know. Don't worry. We'll have to do our own sound bites.
Hey now.
The sound effects are fun.
Yeah, I was saying I just rewired a bunch of shit here, so it wouldn't surprise me if we have technical difficulties here tonight. So. Yeah. What the fuck were we talking about? Oh, that fucking Havoc movie. Yeah, anyway. Wow, I got nothing else to say about it. I lost my train of thought there. What the fuck we were actually talking about.
Well, we got into bad movies. Like,
that's right.
Appreciating a bad movie.
They're going to fucking redo Killer Clowns from Outer Space, right?
Yeah.
That's what we saw on the fucking...
Well, I could see if they, like, added an installment opposed to remaking it. I don't know if I'm...
You can't. How are you gonna remake? Yeah. Come on, these remakes, not enough.
Especially with these movies that were just like inherently bad to begin with, right? Because then what do? You try to make it intentionally bad.
We're gonna make it campy, realistic.
It stinks, dude.
Add a couple more explosions.
A couple more killer clowns.
We're gonna get Tom Hardy,
dude.
Kid Rock,
also
Ice
Cube, Kid Rock, some motorcycles. It's gonna be phenomenal.
Tom Hardy's got to be the handsomest guy that is always willing to hide his face behind some kind of mask in a movie, dude.
Yeah, he's pretty studly dude.
Well, you know that he's a rapper, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's funny. He's like I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but Tom Hardy has, and it's like he doesn't advertise it, he doesn't promote it at all.
Interesting.
And he's like really underground hip hop, like crazy. And I'm trying to think of I can't think of his name, but it was crazy. You wouldn't even look at him, you wouldn't think it. You know what I'm saying?
Is it good, dude? Is it serviceable?
Dude, it's good.
Have you heard it? Okay.
No, it's really good. I'm like, holy cow.
Tom Hardy just laying waste on the mic. Dude.
Czarface, that's his name.
It's a pretty sweet name.
I love that.
Yeah,
I think he's collaborated with like some pretty heavy hitting underground rappers.
Props to Tom Hardy. It's getting after it.
There's a little volume there, dude. Like the video's muted. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Yeah.
Hardy for the win.
Tom Hardy. Throwing it down.
Hey, I'm a fan.
Yeah, handsome son of a bitch.
I'd bump that. Fucker looks good, raps good, acts good. God damn it. Some guys got all the look.
I know, man. Lucky bastard.
Yeah, some of us are just born with a gentleman. It's all the right stuff, you know. It's,
Indeed. I gotta look at my fucking list here of topics to fucking talk about. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the big news. Pour one out for T. Kappo's man, The Pope.
Oh, my man.
The Pope is dead.
I was unaware.
Your people, right?
My people. You know, I'm very deep in the Catholic religion right now.
Yeah, indeed. Do you guys know about this fucking Pope hammer thing that they got to hit the fucking Pope with a hammer to make sure he's dead?
No. Hey, how do you get that job though? Like, it's like
Look this shit up, dude.
there's like some dude training his whole year and like,
Oh, dude.
They'll show the actual. They'll show the hammer though. It's like a special. It's all fucking iced out and shit. Now I was also thinking like Pope Hammer, dude. Like that's the next name of my fucking new metal band. Dude.
Pretty rad.
Dude.
Popes.
Pope Hammer.
Pope Hammer.
Yeah.
Being the blacksmith in charge of crafting the Pope dead check hammers.
Dude, there's a
weighty
bunch of
burden,
Pope
I would
hammers
say.
on here. I don't know which one's
okay.
which.
Which side do you hit him with?
These or something. Damn.
I don't know. Do you hit him with the soft side or the pointy side?
Yeah, dude. Do they all get their own? Like, is some guy like crafting a Pope hammer?
Well, there's got to be a
Pope?
pointy side for a reason, right? So maybe you tap him once with the soft,
Oh, shit.
and then you're like, "Oh, you're not dead yet." Everyone look away, and then you hit real hard like a vampire.
Yeah.
Is there a simpler way to do this?
Right
Like, you know, a
Check his pulse,
stethoscope
baby.
or something? Like,
I mean,
what are we doing here?
can somebody get a doctor in there real quick?
Seriously, yeah.
Check a couple vitals.
Just smashing the Pope, dude.
It's like there's no pulse. No, fuck it, grab the hammer.
You guys know about this shit? I was hearing this because obviously everybody's talking about this shit. But this fucking shit about like how there's like in like I don't know whatever it is the basilica whatever the fuck in Rome. How there's like all these spots where they put the Pope's picture, and there's only one more spot.
The Doomsday Pope.
The Doomsday Pope, right? You guys know about this shit?
Of course, I know about it, Ross.
It's
I
very
gotta brush up
interesting.
on my Pope knowledge.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
You got
I'm bringing
mad
it up,
Pope
dude.
knowledge
Mad
over
Pope
here,
fucking
son.
knowledge. You're talking hammers, talking pictures. So there's only one left. So there's like Francis here is the last guy, and then there's one more spot.
What?
So like there's all this fucking like whatever fucking it's gonna be the apocalypse.
Well, it's an
etc.,
easy
dude.
solution. You just take down the first Pope's picture.
Yeah,
and
start over,
start
dude.
back
Start
over.
over, dude.
How many did they put up there, dude?
I don't know.
How many
They-
popes do we have?
There's a lot. Dude.
They used to run
like
the world.
I know.
Like if you
It's
didn't do what the
crazy.
Pope said, he'd kill you.
Yeah, dude. They were like
He'd
the
hit you with the
most
Pope
powerful people in the
hammer.
world.
Yeah, weren't the popes like investing in both sides of World War II? Or
Yeah, for sure.
The Catholic
Yeah,
Church
dude.
was.
Yeah.
They're like, no,
Absolutely.
you're both all God's children.
Absolutely.
There have only been 8 popes. Am I seeing this right?
No, this is just the last Pope ding dong conspiracy thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a guy, I think a couple hundred years, that wrote a book or something, and then it kind of played out, but it's, you know, whatever. I don't know. I don't know where any of this fucking information comes from.
I know, right?
I thought
there's
that was
only
the
one more
entirety
picture.
of this. Like, yeah, there's 8 popes. We had a small wall. It was we did the best
No.
with what we could.
Well, that Benedict dude, the last guy, you guys remember he just straight up retired or whatever.
He's like, dude, I'm done being
He's
the
like,
Pope.
"Oh,
Yeah.
yeah."
Mic drop.
Well, that motherfucker was a legit fucking like Nazi. He was like part of the fucking like Hitler Youth and shit.
Yeah.
Here's a conspiracy theory. Maybe they didn't plan that religion to last that long.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way they're gonna believe this shit this long. Like, just don't worry about it.
Just piecemeal and stuff. Like, I like how they those videos were like, oh, the Catholics, the Pope's hat looks just like the dragon hat from the Anunnaki.
Yeah,
Like, it's like,
yeah.
oh, so we're supposed to be shocked that they cobbled a bunch of bullshit together?
No, the Pope
Like-
South Park explained it. It's to cover the rabbit ears. Remember?
Yeah.
That's
The
where
whole
they got the
Easter
Easter bunny
episode,
and
yeah.
everything. Yeah, dude. That makes
That's a big
sense.
I don't mean to
That
be
makes
too
sense.
harsh on Cinco de Kappo. I celebrate Easter.
Oh,
It's,
that's-
Did you?
I'm
did you
sure.
celebrate-
I'm sure there's some good things coming from the Catholic Church.
Did you guys do a big
Dude,
Easter
you guys think I'm
things?
Catholic for real?
That's basically a terrible Mexican joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like trying. Yeah,
Shit.
Yeah,
I
trying
didn't see
it.
that one coming.
Trying and failing. Yeah, that fucking. I was joking around though that I didn't know that the last dude. I wasn't sure if he was actually dead or not. The guy that just retired. But I was like, how pimp would it would be if he was just like, I'm back. You know?
2 terms.
Yeah, second term, baby.
Pulled a trope, dude. Just circling
It's coming back.
just playing John Cena music.
Dude, speaking of John Cena music, all right. So my buddy decides to have a wrestling themed birthday party.
That's super
because
straight.
his birthday is on WrestleMania, right?
Okay.
How old is he? 10 and 5?
Yeah.
I never. Did you guys watch wrestling growing up? I know you did.
Yes, of course. Of course we did. Yes.
Come on, man.
That's why we're making fun of it, is so no, we don't get exposed.
You didn't think we were the cool kids? Come on, we watched wrestling.
It's a blast because it was our buddy that used to do these big ass costume parties for like, all right, we're gonna throw it down. So I gotta put something together. I didn't watch wrestling. I don't know dick about wrestling.
So you have to go as a wrestler.
Yeah, you gotta go as a wrestler.
Oh shit.
So
Rey
I'm
Mysterio.
in Goodwill the day of. I'm in the women's section shopping for a hot pink medium-sized workout tank top, right? There's this Hispanic mom and daughter just giving me the side eye. They're just like, no estás bien.
This
Like,
guy's like cochino.
So I like grab all this shit. I've got this like hot pink top. I walk over to this chick. I'm like, do you guys sell rope here? She goes, I don't work here, but maybe. I was like, burn. That's pretty. So then I go into the fitting room. I'm trying this thing out, and I mean, it is fucking skin tight, bro. Like, I'm trying to shimmy into this thing, like hearing seams rip. Somebody bursts in. I forget to lock the door. The chick walks in on me as I'm trying on this pink top. I'm just like, occupied. Goodwill.
Dude.
So ultimately, long story still pretty long. I decided to go because one of the few wrestling things I know was Bret Hart, the guy who got dropped down and fell tragically to his death. Owen Hart, rather. Owen Hart.
Okay.
So I had my coup de grace for the costume was a frayed wire that I had strapped up to my back, gentlemen.
Jeez.
Yeah. It was a big swing. It was a big swing.
Man, it's definitely.
It kind of crushed.
That got dark.
The people
really
loved
quick.
it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
The
This
people
guy's
loved it.
pretty good on costumes and shit.
I was pretty proud of myself for not having been a wrestling kid.
Dude, there's nothing worse though than asking the person at a store that doesn't work at the store, dude. It's like the most fucking awkward fucking thing. I've done it probably 5 times in my life, dude. It's
in my defense, she had an amount of stuff in this cart that no human being has ever purchased from a Goodwill at one time.
Did she have a polo on? If they have a polo on, you gotta get the pass.
Yeah, dude, come on. She was asking for it.
Any guy walking around with a polo at freaking Best Buy or my like ready to get asked a question.
Yeah.
I asked a dude at Denny's to like seat us or something, and he was like, I don't work. He was like waiting for his takeout.
Dude, I'm waiting for food.
I know. Yeah.
It's DoorDash here.
Nice outfit.
That was the last time I ever went to a Denny's. I never stepped foot back in that place again. I was like,
for fear of that guy just putting it in the kid. I can't possibly face the shit.
I know.
It's like, come on, honey, let's go to IHOP.
Yeah, man. Jesus Christ. What else is fucking going on?
You know what I want to get into a little
Let's
bit?
get into it.
I know very little about this B-dub. You might have to bring us up to speed / pull up an article or something.
B-dub.
Did you guys hear fucking... Yeah, Brian. That's our boy
Oh,
B-dub.
okay.
BW.
The one and only B-dub. Our boy Bill Gates is apparently funding some fucking thing to block the sun. He's going full Mr. Burns.
What?
This...
For global warming
cloud
or something?
seeding experiment they're going to do in the UK at some company backed by Bill Gates.
Of course.
And apparently, they're going to try and do whatever to the fucking atmosphere, build some cloud blocking chemical thing to reflect the sun's rays back up. I'm horrified.
Dude, it
gentlemen.
sounds like the Matrix right there.
Yeah,
He's going
it is-
full
that is
Mr.
the
Burns,
Matrix.
son.
That's a Mr.
Come
Burns
on.
too. Yeah.
This is terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't have much to say about it other than like maybe not.
I'm not sure. I believe that.
Let's maybe not fuck with that one, dude.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, but you got $1 billion, and it's like, hey, what can I do with
He's
this
got
money?
like
right now?
$150 billion.
Let's black out the sun over London real quick.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea.
I can't open the article, but I can't open the article.
Bill Gates has got that shit on lockdown. So
I can't open the article that says what his business company is doing, but I can find a Snopes article that says mostly false, and then basically says he's doing exactly that at the bottom.
That he isn't being blocked.
that he is blocking the sun. He just hasn't done it yet. So they're saying it's mostly false because he hasn't done it yet.
Spray dust into the atmosphere. Oh man, that's literally the fucking plot of the Matrix, dude. You're right.
It's like they're gonna have that much control over it now.
It's like they're all competing to be Bond villains, like with Bezos and his dick rocket,
seriously.
and Musk and his like chainsaw and his black hat.
Seriously.
It's like, are you guys really trying to be superhero villains?
Going full Bond
Well,
with it, dude.
there's 3 of them now, so they gotta like outdo each other. Somebody's got to be like the most ruthless billionaire out there.
Yeah.
And then you got Zuckerberg just going, "I'm cool now, guys. I surf. I have curly hair."
I feel like it's almost your duty to be a dick if you're a billionaire, right? Like if I ever become a billionaire, rest assured I'm blocking out the sun.
First on my list.
The worst fucking
I would
thing.
never become a
I would
billionaire.
rule as a billionaire, dude. Could you imagine me
If
in
the
the
instant
public
I had $1
eye,
billion,
me in the
I would get rid of it.
limelight,
I'd go spend it
24/7?
all.
All this?
I don't think you can.
I'd
spend
be a
it.
sensation.
You would be, dude. You'd be
That'd be
phenomenal.
shows, dude.
Still be doing this podcast. Nobody listening.
The podcast has not had any equipment improved, but there's just really nice whiskey now.
Yeah, indeed. There'd be signs, sort of those memes, you know. Like, if I had $1 billion, you wouldn't know, but there'd be signs.
Speaking of signs, dude, I was driving the other day and I see this dude just off the edge of the highway holding a kick me in the nuts $25 sign.
Wow.
Which is a tough way
I
to
seen
make
people
25
posting about
bucks.
that
dude.
guy, like $25.
Damn.
Kind of cheap.
It's kind of a bargain, dude.
Yeah, he's
dude.
probably going to sue you. He's probably recording it on camera, and then he's going to sue you.
It's advertising.
Yeah. He's got no
do I
case,
get a
dude.
receipt with that?
Right.
You gotta get a
Consent
receipt
form or
with that.
something.
All you need is a one-sided video of someone kicking you in the nuts and take it to a lawyer, and they're like, "Let's go."
I guess the first question is cup or
Worth
no
it.
cup. That's it.
Oh,
I
if
mean,
he's
you
got-
gotta be wearing cup, I would hope. I'm sure
well,
he's
that's
not.
the point then. If he's wearing a cup, then like
It's
what's
probably
the
not a
point
cup.
of
But
this?
how much can you make
No,
in
no.
a day getting kicked in the nuts for $25?
$25.
But it's not a cup.
No, but yeah, you can make
You can make $20 in a day.
That seems largely like a one and done
Dude, I gotta make $100 today.
It's probably like some butted up underwear or like a couple paper Wendy's cups or something, because there's no way this guy went into a sports store and got a cup. Okay, he's standing on the corner of the
I'm
road.
not saying he's
That's
actually
true.
wearing a cup.
I'm
That's,
saying
I feel
balled
like
up
that's the
underwear.
move.
I'm balled up underwear or a Wendy's, couple Wendy's cups.
I think he's
Could just be an enormous crank.
You got
Yeah,
a
indeed.
quota for how many times you get kicked in the nuts for the day? I gotta make at least $50 today.
That's a tough way to make a living. Anyway, so did you do it? Did you kick him in the nuts? Dude?
Yeah, that stiffed him on the bill. Got the hell out of there. Jesus.
You dirty
I
dog.
Rochambeau you for it.
Yeah.
Dirty dog.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I don't know. Maybe I would do it. Thinking about it, maybe
Just
I would.
see the look on the
Yeah.
man's face. He might be
It
into it.
depends
dude.
how
One
he
of
looks
those
at
guys.
you before you do it.
Yeah.
Is it like, or is it like, I'm ready for it?
Yeah,
That's what you need.
Yeah, what if you kick him with your foot and you feel his dick's rock hard? Then all of a sudden you realize how bad you fucked up.
Yeah, when the guy winks at you,
Yeah,
you're
he's like,
freaking
"Oh,
like,
thank you."
that's a problem, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty fucked up though.
Maybe don't be kicking people on the side of the road in general. Maybe that's the thing we just don't do.
Probably.
Just ignore that.
Even if they ask for it,
Probably
we
a
don't do
pretty
it.
good rule of thumb. Yeah.
Advertise.
Boys, I'm repping pretty hard right now. In case you haven't noticed, either of you guys catch that new Wu-Tang album yet? Anybody?
No, I didn't
Bueller?
know. I forgot. I did know what was coming out.
Wu-Tang
but-
and Mathematics.
So no, but I did hear a couple reviews.
What do you hear, dude? What's the word from people that actually know things?
They were kind of panning it.
Oh, yeah?
Unfortunately, yeah. Some people kind of felt like it was just like here, let's get some of the guys together, put this Wu album out, and
I thought it was fun. That's
Only
choice. I mean, it wasn't the
I
best
haven't
album
listened
or
to it though.
anything, but I thought
I'm
it
not
was-
saying that's true, but that's
they
just
had
what I
some
heard.
bangers out there still.
I got to give it a listen to. I have not.
Yeah, I didn't know it came out.
Ever since that like one millionaire dude bought that one copy,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, it's some crazy shit, dude. Yeah,
That's a pretty nice
That-
move on his part, though. That's a nice thing to
that
have.
was that fucking.
It was like an insurance guy
No,
or
it was
something.
the
Or he
pill
owned
guy.
a team.
He was like
The Pharma Bro
Yeah,
guy.
the Pharma
dude.
Bro.
It was like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Like he was doing
yeah.
like insulin or something like that. Something weird.
Yeah, he was that guy, and then he ended up like going to prison and shit. And then Wu-Tang like sued his ass to get that album back or some shit.
I think he ended up giving it back. If
Well,
I
I know like a
remember
lot of the
right.
guys from the group, like I know they interviewed Method Man and he was like pissed. He was like, "That's fucking stupid." He's like, "Why do we even make it?" He's like, he's like, "We made this album so nobody can hear it." He's like, "Dude,
Yeah, that's
They
pretty
didn't need
dope.
to take him to court one bit, dude. Meth just walked over there and knocked down the door. The guy knew what was what.
Yeah, he's like, here you go, dude. Yeah,
protect your neck."
yeah, man. Fucking, there's all kinds of shit going on in fucking, I don't know if you call it the hip hop world or what you'd fucking call it, but this fucking, you guys follow this fucking crazy as it's not like new news now, but 2 weeks ago that Kanye West tweet about blowing his cousin and all that
Oh,
shit,
bro, that's like whoa.
No,
dude.
that's.
dude. Did you see this shit?
I read something about some ordeal with a cousin. I didn't see specifics on it. Was blowing his cousin, huh?
Brian, see, pull up that original Kanye, the actual tweet, because the whole tweet is so, all of it is so unhinged.
Kanye is a wild boy.
Dude, it's
Kanye is a wild boy.
Dude, we just gotta like read this whole fucking thing here, because like the first half of it, you're like, this is the craziest shit I've ever read.
Yeah. Damn, dude. Yep.
Song's called "Cousins" about my. It's like killing a pregnant lady for a few years.
What?
Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6, and then we acted out what we saw. My dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found in the top of my mom's closet were different. My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's dick till I was 14.
damn.
And
Really
the song-
put that stamp of approval right at the end. See, just in case there's any doubt about what I'm
Just so
talking
you
about
know.
here.
At what point is this just Andy Kaufman, just the greatest trolling of all
I don't
time?
know.
Is it possible?
That
or-
would be a nice.
I mean, it just
movie.
seems to go to no bounds of delusion. Like it almost seems like it's all scripted. It like wants to
It's
makes me crazy.
so preposterous,
Isn't it?
But also, I don't think it is. That's what it's
I think
like,
he just wants attention, and he's
Well,
just doing
that's-
whatever he wants for attention.
That's 100%.
He's
Yeah.
off the rails.
But
But
he's
I
off
may
the
be coming
rails.
full circle on Kanye. I could never stand the guy. I thought he was the most obnoxious bag that ever lived.
Oh, he is.
I might be pro Kanye now.
Well, it's like
Pretty
Antonio
hilarious.
Brown, who had all those concussions. Maybe that car crash Kanye got into really did some damage to that
Yeah.
little noggin he's got.
Well, I mean,
That's a
also
good point.
this crazy
Valid point.
whatever's happening here, sexual abuse when he's a child,
Yeah.
or whatever's going on here might have had something
might have
to
been
do
a
with this.
contributing
I want
factor.
to know what his mom's magazines were.
Yeah, I know, right? His mom's got
Like,
some freaky
dude,
shit.
I think that's
apparently.
like, dude, tell us, what was it?
Yeah, but all like apparently that's what I haven't listened to the song. I have no intention on listening to the song, but apparently that's what the song's all
I
about.
think
so-
a lot of like a majority of it got blocked. So there's like a lot of producers that produced on it, and they're like, "Fuck that, you're not putting that out. We produced that. I don't, we don't want no parts of that shit." And he's on their van like, "Damn," he's like, "All these guys that I showed how to make beats are blocking my songs from coming out." It's like,
dude,
Your
like,
chorus is what now?
yeah, dude. And the funniest fucking I saw though was like it was like a fake tweet. It was something like, The Onion or something, just doing a fucking thing, and it was like a fake Kanye tweet, and it was like, in my haste to put out that quote the other day, I forgot to end it with "no homo."
That's well played.
Yeah,
I would totally believe he put that tweet out. No,
yeah, that shit's just fucking like.
Well, do you see like a month ago or something? He was going after Beyonce and Jay-Z's kids, just throwing all kinds of shit.
he
No.
was dropping the hard R word.
Hard R.
Hard R word.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Well, then after this, he put out some tweet that just said like, "I'm white."
Well, did you
Something
guys?
like that. Dude, he's just tweets.
so
going
So
on.
I don't know if you're familiar with DJ Academics.
No.
So he does commentary like on like hip hop culture,
Okay.
anything with that, and streams, and he's a lot of people follow him. A lot of people don't like him. A lot of people follow him, but he's very controversial.
Okay.
And did you see the interview he did with Kanye?
No.
So he goes meets Kanye, right? Kanye said, "Hey man, I got like 25 minutes for you." He's like, "Meet me at this hotel." So this guy's like streaming the whole time. He's like, "Yeah, awesome. I'm gonna go see Kanye." So he tells this guy, he's like, "Film everything."
Yeah,
Just film everything.
Oh yeah.
So they get in there, and it's in a hotel room. Kind of, he's got a couple people with him or whatever, and he just comes dressed up regular, apart from the Nazi necklace he was wearing, the
Right,
swastika
yeah.
necklace. So he's got the swastika necklace, and he comes in, and he's like, all right, I want to do the interview here, and you stand here, and I'm gonna stand here, and so they're kind of prepping for the interview, and he's like, all right, hold on, I'm gonna go put on my suit, and DJ Academics is standing there. He's like, okay, cool, go put on your suit. He walks out in an all black Ku Klux Klan outfit.
Oh, I heard about
and does an interview with him. Yeah,
I didn't know it was
he's doing that
academics.
shit.
Yeah, it was academics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was like the most bizarre thing you've ever seen, because here he is, veiled up, hooded up, right, and just do the interview.
Man.
Yeah, like what is this? Because he put out that ad at the Super Bowl to sell those Nazi T-shirts and shit. Like
out of control.
Like what? Like I mean, is obviously that's all. This is just some sort of crazy attention.
I think he just
troll
like is
thing.
that attention starved. He's like, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck it takes to be on everybody's top of mind every minute of every day.
Yeah, this is when he did that fucking thing with
Alex
Jones or whatever.
Yeah, but that's South Park making fun of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, with the black mask on.
Yeah, he made Alex Jones uncomfortable.
Yeah,
which is insane to think it's even possible.
Yeah,
Because Alex Jones is like, whoa, you can't be doing that. And he's like, no, we're going to talk about all the good things Hitler did. And he's like,
Yeah, seriously.
It's like two crazy people.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's enough. I think it's enough. I mean, we're talking about him right now, but it's just like I think it's time that we just all end it with Kanye.
I never had the admission to acknowledge this guy's existence. Overrated as a rapper. Said it many times. Kanye
those first couple
Kanye
albums,
stinks.
man. Those first couple albums were fucking real good, but
No,
he's something else.
it's
man.
no new Wu-Tang boys.
Yeah,
That's where it's
check
at.
that out.
No, why? Wu-Tang is for the kids.
Yeah, for the children.
Kanye is not.
No. Did you ever listen to that new Snoop and Dre record, dude?
So I did. I skimmed through it, and yeah, man, it was good.
I loved it, but I didn't get as much.
Tough review.
Yeah, it didn't get
It was
as much
good.
play from me either as I thought.
Well, that's the
honestly.
thing. Like, it's not like I don't know if it's just nostalgia and the fact that other stuff was just so like at the time. I guess you could say like innovative or whatever, but. It just doesn't have that same replayability to me. It didn't. To be honest, the fucking title of it kind of turned off.
Mission.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I'd rather been like Dr. Dre and Snoop back in the 6'4" or something. But that kind of, I don't know. I just didn't really like
It's
the
Doggy
role.
Style.
It's
It's
pretty
the sequel to
funny,
Doggy
yeah.
Style.
Dude, see, now that you said, I guess I'm just like went over my head.
And the whole joke. Did you see all the fucking all the like
Fuck,
ads
Ross.
they were doing for it?
Damn.
Dude? About how it was back to basics.
Hey, dude, the video, I did watch the video that they shot,
that
and
little
that
movie
was
thing or whatever?
fucking dope.
Hilarious,
dude.
man. I
That was
thought it was
awesome.
super funny, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And I listened to it quite a bit, and there is a ton of stuff. I actually thought my biggest thing about it, and I talked about this a little bit before, is they put it out at like a really bad time. It was like right before like Christmas. And it was just like, this is not a good time to put out a new like Snoop and Dre joint. Like
Those guys weren't giving a fuck, dude. They're just like, this thing's ready to go, baby.
Indeed.
Taking
Locked
this
and
bun
loaded.
out the oven.
Locked and loaded.
Get it out there to the people. The people demand it, dude.
Yeah, I did watch like a behind the scenes making of and shit. It's pretty badass.
Well, yeah, no, I mean it's so old. I mean it's not going to be my top.
I think you should give it another spin. I think you're not giving it enough credit here.
Yeah, I
Although I
got
do
to.
say that I probably listened to it maybe 5 times, and which is honestly that's probably a lot nowadays for any record.
It's certainly not an all-timer, but it still rules.
Yeah.
You know? It's
I think
fucking
the one
awesome.
that I did play, and it's crazy. I was jamming that on the way here. Was the Death of Slim Shady album.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, I went through that a couple times, front to back, then back to front, just because I was listening to all the conspiracy theories and stuff like that surrounding it. But that was probably the last album that I really listened to all the way through.
I heard he's already got a new follow-up in the can.
What they
Wouldn't
say.
surprise me.
He's kind of been doing that those last couple releases where he had dropped something, and all of a sudden another one comes right out. So
I just gave that same album a spin like 2 weeks ago, maybe for the first time in a while. I had a wild underappreciation for it, and I liked it right away. But I was like, whatever. I've never been like the biggest Eminem fan, great lyricist and everything, but just I don't know, something about his voice or whatever. But man, this new album's pretty rad, boys.
Yeah, it's just. Fucking the other thing going on in the fucking rap world right now is I think they're gonna start the P Diddy, whatever his name is, the Diddy trial. I think is starting here.
You think it's going to be better than the OJ trial?
No, but it's going to be like kind of the same level, I think, as like the Johnny Depp kind of trial.
And that was kind of what I was wondering. Like, which was huge.
Johnny
by the
Depp
way.
trial
Like,
that was a good trial.
Yeah,
I'd rewatch that trial. Like, one of the ones like, damn.
I think they made some movies about that shit.
Oh yeah, dude. I'd love to watch the Lifetime movie about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
Yeah, she's like in England now or something.
No,
like,
Spain. I think she's like in Spain somewhere.
I think she changed her name and shit, dude.
Dude, you fucking the best actor in the world. Dude, you gotta go hide your face. You can't just walk around public like that, dude.
that's a tough one to bounce back from, for sure. It's not a great look.
Bro, it's fucking Jack Sparrow.
He just put out like he's finally got a new movie coming out or something because he kind of went off the grid there for a minute too, and he just put out some like promo pictures of the movie or of him. It was I don't know whatever. It was
Dude, he's
him.
made some bangers, bro.
Yeah, he's one of those
man.
Bro.
But like the picture of him was like no eyeliner, no scarves. He was just like wearing like a shirt and like a suit coat,
Really?
and like you almost like didn't recognize him.
Wow.
It was almost like, whoa, this dude looks like.
See, that's what bugs me about Johnny Depp. Like all the leather bracelets, all the scar. Like we get it, dude. You're whatever. You're fucking hipster. Like enough with the fucking scars already. But as an actor, dude, he fucking knocks it out of the park, man. That Black
good.
Mass movie. Basically, like
Donnie
a
Brasco. I sat through Donnie
Donnie
Brasco the other day. I'm like,
fucking good,
I
man.
haven't seen that since it like came out, but that was a fucking sweet movie.
Oh, Donnie Brasco.
I didn't see that
owns it.
Black Mass, but that's about Whitey Bulger.
It's
right?
very good, yeah. And it was right around the same time. You know, they always put movies out in twos, but it was like Departed and Black Mass like a year later, but it's like actually based on Whitey Bulger, yeah.
You ever see Dead Man?
Dead Man, Jim Jarmusch movie. I have seen Dead Man.
I don't think I ever
I
saw
think I have it
that.
on DVD actually. Maybe.
That's my favorite, like Johnny Depp acting.
What? When is it from year wise? Like
I know it's Johnny Depp.
late 90s.
That's all I know.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Dude, you guys are forgetting
2000s,
about What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Yeah.
No, I've never seen it.
You never seen
Never
it?
seen it. No.
Dude,
Young
yeah.
Leo, right? Isn't he a
Yeah,
little
definitely
kid in that movie
pulls
or
off a hard R like really well.
That, I've said this before too. I'm not even
Hate that movie.
trying to do it, but like that might have been Leo's best performance, dude. He is unreasonably good in that movie as like a
So believable.
13-year-old or whatever.
So believable.
Jesus Christ. he's
Yeah, and then he
fucking good,
followed
man.
it up with Basketball Diaries, which was brutal.
Never.
Yeah, that's
I
where he
don't
was
even
like
know
the
what that
heroine
is.
at it.
Yeah.
Basketball Diaries is a famous book, like,
Okay.
and but it's a movie. But it's basically this like 16-year-old kid that's really good at basketball in high school, and he gets addicted to drugs in his whole life. It's kind of like the movie. It was the movie before Requiem for a Dream came out. It was one of the most hardcore, not hardcore, but like sad
Yeah, it was
drug
intense,
movie collapses, and Leonardo DiCaprio is the main character in it, and you just watch this teenage boy, and he's like clawing on the door, and his mom has the padlock on. He's like, "Mom, I need money," and she's like, trying to break into his
Mark
mom's
Wahlberg.
house.
There's a young Mark Wahlberg in there with him. So.
Yeah,
I've never
Mark's
heard
in
of
it.
this movie.
It's
Yeah,
a
dude.
legit good movie.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure,
it's a little dated now, I'm sure, but
Yeah.
it's a famous book.
If it's not Varsity Blues, I'm not interested. Is that the one with Dawson's Creek guy?
Vanderbeek,
or whatever?
dude, yeah.
The only thing I remember about Varsity Blues is the girl coming out of the kitchen
Yeah,
with like
The whipped cream bikini. Yeah.
Classic.
Damn, I haven't seen this forever. Yeah.
Still sort of familiar. Is there actual basketball on it? Because
Yeah, he's a basketball player.
they like play for high school, aren't they? Like on a basketball team.
Yeah, he's
or
like on a
something?
high school basketball team or something, and that's like he's.
This looks intense.
No, it is. Like I said, it was kind of like the Requiem for a Dream before Requiem for a Dream.
Wow.
And it has a teenage boy in it, which is even more weird, and it's rated R. And it's got a lot of graphic stuff in it.
Damn. Now here he is.
Naruto for the win.
And then he's here.
Yeah.
All right. Stop glazing him. Calm down.
Yeah. Man, what else fucking you guys been watching? I watched some fucking other movie on Netflix. It was terrible. It was like the Yellowstone Murder at Yellowstone City or something.
It's like a Western, right?
Yeah. Did you watch it?
No, I didn't watch it, dude. I like Westerns. I'll give Western. I'll sit through a
Me
Western.
too. I'm kind of in on that or whatever. I thought it was maybe some kind of murder mystery kind of thing based on the title or something.
Everybody's trying to cash in on the Yellowstone craze right now.
I've been meaning
It was
to
terrible.
do another sit through Tombstone since Val Kilmer
There you
passed.
go.
Yeah,
same.
Rest in peace to Batman.
Yeah.
The
Tombstone's a
greatest
banger.
Batman.
Dude,
ever
that's
lived.
what I said when we were talking about him. We were like, "What's your favorite Val Kilmer movie?" And I was like, "Fucking Batman."
Batman
dude.
forever.
Like his the movie maybe wasn't the best Batman movie, but I really liked it. But he was like the best Batman.
He was the sexiest Batman.
Yeah, he should have played Batman more. He ruled.
Kilmer's the man.
Although my favorite Batman's Christian Bale. I'm not going to deny it.
It was hard for me to accept Batman without a face mole for a long time after that.
Yeah.
Just, it's like Bruce Wayne.
Should be a requirement, dude. Bruce Wayne should have a big fucking mole.
He's like, Bruce, is that you? He's like, no. He's like, that mole looks familiar. It's not me.
Wasn't your mole on
Oh, you know what I am watching? Did you guys ever watch? I only got partway through it and then fell off for no apparent reason. House of Cards, the Netflix Kevin Spacey show.
I never watched it.
No, Kevin Spacey gives me the creeps, bro.
I can't like in good faith watch him. Like he actually bothers me. Ever since he put out that Christmas video where he's accused of sexual stuff, and then he put out an hour-long video about how I always win, and that like,
well, he was like in character, right? Like,
it was still like
an hour long. It was only
no, I didn't.
5
Sorry,
minutes
it's like a minute long. I don't know why it said an hour long. It's like a minute long.
Yeah,
but
he's like in the kitchen cooking.
Yeah, dude, it's the creepiest thing ever. And I was like,
There's a lot
this
going
is supposed to
on
make you look good, but now like that's exactly what a creepy pedophile guy would do is put out a video like this and think people want it.
But Kevin Spacey had bars on that Cousins song, dude.
Cousins featuring Kevin Spacey.
No, but he's an amazing actor. House of Cards rules. I'm pretty sure it's Sorkin.
No, it was like
possibly Fincher.
It was like a popular show when he went through all that scandal. They canceled it because of
they stopped it because of it.
I thought they did like one more season, but it was like just a
his wife Robin. Well, Robin Wright's no joke either. As an actress, she fucking crushes in that.
Yeah,
you gotta have it.
He did do some. He was a freaking sweet actor, no doubt. And I know he was just on some. He was doing rounds of some shows and shit, like crying how he can't pay his bills anymore.
Practically homeless, dude.
Yeah.
Damn.
Which is kind of fucked up. I don't know the whole story, so I'm not going to speak on it. But obviously, if he did something super fucked up, then it is what it is. But it also kind of sounded like it was kind of some like just bizarre sex that kind of happened way back in the day. You know?
I don't know enough details on it.
Me either.
What's in the box?
Indeed.
What's in the box?
Yeah. Anyway, that Yellowstone movie sucked. That was my whole point. It was not good. I also watched a bunch of fucking comedy specials. It was actually like, I think it was last week Friday when we didn't do the podcast.
Yeah.
Just like throwing on, like, I brought just like 5 or 6.
What did you catch?
Like
anything worth anything noteworthy?
No, you sat through the whole thing, or just kind of skimmed through?
No, I watched all of them. Yeah, watched the whole fucking things. I might have to look it up to remember, but I know I watched the latest Nate Bargatze, which was like,
you're not big on Bargatze.
I'm not. It was really funny. It started off. I didn't really like the first half.
Okay.
And then the second half I thought was really funny. That was also when the edible was kicking in. I think. I watched the new Andrew Scholes, but what was weird is I thought there was like I thought there was one where he was like in Madison Square Garden or something.
His last one was called Life.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I
like
watched.
a huge majority of it was like about him having a kid and stuff like that.
I don't know that they
That's what I watched.
I don't know. I can't.
Well, that was when I think he had MSG booked, or he had some big venue booked. I don't think it was
But
MSG.
I thought they put one out that had 50 Cent come out at the end and stuff. I know I saw an ad for this.
For a special? Or yeah. Well, there was a big thing where, like, basically he announced that he was going to have Trump on his podcast, and then whatever sweet venue he had canceled on him, and that was a big thing. Is that what you're thinking of?
I'm positive that I like saw an ad for this, and he was like, because at the end he's like, New York, thank you so much, it's one of the greatest nights of my life, and to make it extra special for you, 50 Cent, fucking 50 Cent comes out and shit.
Yeah, I'm assuming it was that Life. I mean, that's his most
It was
recent
not.
one. I don't know.
I'm telling you, I was very confused because I thought I was watching that.
Maybe it was a Mandela effect.
Yeah,
seriously.
Yeah,
You switched timelines, Ross. In this timeline, there's no 50 Cent at the end.
I'm 100%
It's not a timeline
sure
I care to be a part of.
Unfortunately.
Like, I would not have just
Advantage
made
Ross's
this up,
timeline,
you know?
for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck.
Because
Gotta have that
honestly,
50 Cent
the
cameo.
Life one was funny. Like, there was definitely funny stuff in it, but it was all right. All right, enough.
I don't know. I think I've had my fill of Schultz.
Yeah. It was kind of like, I don't know. It was okay. That was my review of it. It was all right.
I hated him with the douchey fade where it just went halfway up.
That's such a tough look, man. The mustache and stuff, dude. Anders Schultz.
Yeah, the stash and everything.
Hey, he was actually pretty funny in like Tire, so maybe he could do some comedy acting. But
that first huge special he had was hilarious. I loved it.
I don't think he put out that independent one and it was pretty good.
Yeah, that one. I thought it was.
I don't think he's that great as a stand-up. I'm not a huge fan of his podcast. I think he does a decent job, but he also
the podcast has gotten it's
kind of exploitative at this point, where it's kind of like he's going for the clips rather than the actual full podcast.
I kind of stopped catching it a while.
They do their own thing, you know.
Yeah, they were just we were like he's so into they're so into this like the New York scene of like influencers and shit and stuff, and I have no idea who they're even talking about.
That's a problem.
Yeah, but Schultz is one of the ones that made crowd work popular again.
Well, see,
he's a legend for crowd work.
Yeah,
There's
that's what
no
I like
one
from
better.
Schultz.
There's no one better at crowd work than him.
Yeah.
He's so good because he doesn't care and he'll hurt people's feelings and go, "Oh, sorry," you know what I mean? Like, and he's just the best at it.
Yeah, I've only ever really caught that one special, that YouTube special or whatever that is.
Go look at his old clips. Go look at his crowd work clips before he got famous. Oh my god, that stuff will blow you away.
Well, even that special, like, you could tell he was money at crowd work.
Oh yeah. That was okay.
Turns out he's really good at making fun of people.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Comedy.
I think Tim Dillon's got a new special out too.
I didn't watch it. I watched the preview for it. I was like, honestly, this looks kind of bad.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't think his last special was that great. He's money on podcasts.
Yeah, he's definitely like a guy who's
stand-up is kind of
better.
like,
He's off the rails too on his podcast, man. I've heard him say just oh my god, like he did like a 15-minute RFK impersonation.
Yeah,
oh my god.
But he's one of those guys. He can just like Theo Von, just stand alone, and you can just listen to him, and like it's like.
Well, Theo Von, he's the same. Like he's on podcasts and shit. He's hilarious, but like his actual stand-up, like every time I'm like, oh, this is not good.
Yeah.
But I like Theo said some of the funniest shit I've ever heard anybody say on podcasts. You know, it's just like, oh my god, like how did you even think of that?
He's got that timing of like Jason Galifianakis or whatever that guy's name is.
Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah.
I definitely caught. I think this is when I texted you about. I caught the new Anthony Jeselnik.
Oh yeah, how was that? I'm a big Jeselnik guy.
I can see why.
Was it funny?
It was very funny. So that dude, that's like a whole other thing where he's like, obviously he's super dark, but it's like really well thought out jokes.
He's
it's
like he's the king of the misdirect.
Yeah, he misdirects it and then nails you with something, and it's always super dark, which is just his thing.
Yeah,
but it's like really, really clever, like. The misdirect, like it's well thought out jokes, where it's not just like tell you a story about my family or whatever.
It's great. I'd love me some Jeselnik.
Yeah.
Might be my favorite comedian. This might be top of the heap.
He's good. He had one of his whole fucking things was about Kanye on there, which was fucking just hilarious.
I gotta catch that for sure. I finally bit the bullet and got Netflix hooked back up, so we'll see here.
Yeah, that was good. I watched this lady. I heard her last name was Morgan, as I remember, and her first name is Leanne, I think. Leanna,
blonde, like Southern lady, right?
Blonde, so she's like an older. She's like in her 60s.
Yeah,
like this whole like Southern belle shtick. And it was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, she's pretty funny.
Like, I got to say, it was like, for one thing, it's totally, I wouldn't say it's totally original, because it's, in a way, it's sort of like the fucking Larry the Cable Guy kind of thing or something, but it's more like, I don't know. It's just coming from the sweet old lady angle of it or whatever. So in that way, it was like catches you off guard.
It reminds me of Dale Gribble's wife from King of the Hill.
Yeah,
she's like,
she's got the big hair.
Oh shit!
That was definitely worth watching. That might have actually been the best one. And then the other one was this lady named Kathleen Madigan. I think.
And
this was.
I don't think I've seen it.
It was a little bit old. She's not huge, you know. It was like at like a theater or something. She's like half her shit's about just being Irish. It's about being Irish and living in Missouri.
Sounds about right.
There was a lot of like
seems like a deep well of material for both of those things. I would imagine.
She is probably like in general just like a level lower. Certainly not at the level of like Nate Bargatze or something doing like huge stadiums or anything like that. But I don't know. It was pretty decent anyway. I would say the best one out of all of them was the Jeselnik thing though.
Yeah, I gotta catch that for sure.
Yeah.
You guys, the man.
Yeah, it was pretty good shit. I gotta take a piss, boys. Why don't we take a little break?
Yeah.
Been a couple of weeks since we've hung out.
I know it's been a hot minute here.
Yeah, it has been.
I've missed you. I miss you, big guy.
No, you haven't. You know, I gotta lie
what's
about
up.
it.
It was quite refreshing.
Indeed. You got some things you want to fill us in on?
I don't even know if I can get excited about this without the sound. I gotta hit it in. I gotta hit it in posterity.
Indeed.
Just for,
you want to
just for
just
the hell
do
of
the
it.
thing? News of the world.
Good enough. That'll suffice. Start going that route anyway. Gentlemen, no sweat. Humanoid robots run a Chinese half marathon alongside flesh and blood competitors.
Jeez.
Yes.
Okay.
In one small step for robot kind, humanoid robots ran alongside actual humans in a half marathon.
Race to develop robot.
Yes. In the Chinese capital on Saturday. A confused Joe Rogan quickly made it known his disapproval of the Chinese government's decision to allow transhuman athletes to compete in the women's race.
Oh, hey now.
That's definitely going
Thank
to
you,
trigger
sir.
some people.
That's crazy though.
Rogie, same Rogies would have liked that joke.
I saw some shit. Maybe it was at this event where some robot like jeez. Some robot started like attacking some lady though.
What is this?
Hey, hold on, wait a minute.
That doesn't look
that's
safe.
not a robot. It's a,
Yeah.
This isn't what I saw. Maybe it was Doctor. The one I saw was like a very realistic looking
Dude, this looks like
iRobot
half
They got
motherfucker.
different ones. Dude.
This looks like half of everything in China fake.
It's like those rope war things. Do you remember those things where they would
What, the Gundams, dude?
robots
Yeah, that was what I saw.
Look at that guy. Look at him go.
I could beat that robot.
guy's
in a
doing
race.
He looks like a Kenyan.
Guys looking like Oxford stories out there.
They're like,
for
what's
sure.
the best marathon runners? Kenyans. All right, let's make a Kenyan robot.
I mean, yeah. The Usain.
Usain Bolt's Jamaican. I'm sorry.
I was trying to come up with some kind of pun on his name, and I got nothing on.
Usain Volt.
You got it. Bam.
Come on.
That was an easy one.
Can I get a hey now?
I know.
Hey now, man. Real crippling that.
Oh, hold on. This is getting interesting. This is getting interesting.
Moving right along.
Very distracting. It's been a minute. Anyway, moving right along. Australian woman unknowingly gives birth to a stranger's baby after IVF clinic error.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oof.
A woman in Australia unknowingly gave birth to a stranger's baby after embryo mistakenly fertilized with a random patient's sperm from an in vitro fertilization clinic due to, quote, human error, boys.
Ouch.
Yes. Though the clinic has declined to release the name of the man whose sperm was used to impregnate the woman using a proprietary algorithm. And with the help of sophisticated AI, gentlemen, the Dangerville investigation team has been able to put together a composite person most statistically likely to be the father. Let's see what we got here. I think B-Dub's got wildly off track.
That's Nick Cannon.
All right, we'll have to work on the time there, Beetle. We'll have to work on the time.
Nice work, boys. Nice work.
All right. Belgian teenagers found with $5,000 ants to be sentenced in 2 weeks, gentlemen. 2 Belgian teenagers.
Wait, what?
Belgian teenagers got arrested with 5,000 ants.
Okay.
Like
All right.
ants, yes.
All right,
All right. 2 Belgian teenagers who were found with thousands of ants valued at $9,200 and allegedly destined for European and Asian markets will be sentenced in 2 weeks. A Kenyan magistrate said on this Wednesday.
Wow.
Authorities continue to question the suspects in the hope of finding out an answer to what they've done with the uncles. With the uncles.
Come on.
Because ants, you know.
You gotta give me one of those a week. One self-indulgent joke a week.
It's a big ass ant, though.
Yeah, damn.
All right, this is the one you sent me. This is mind-blowing. TK, are you ready for this?
I'm
my
ready.
friend?
Lay
Are
it
you
on
dialed
me.
in here?
Lay it on
Are you
me.
prepared to soak this in, dude?
I don't know anymore.
LA's newest gambling event, live sperm racing.
Oh, yeah.
This is a real thing. A new live sperm racing competition is heading for one of Los Angeles' most well-known arenas, complete with a live stream, stats, leaderboards, instant replays, and betting galore. Gentlemen.
Yes.
This is going to be the next slap fighting for sure. This is going to be huge.
Dick slapping.
Yes. B-Dub, I think the odds are in. Can we get a picture of the odds-on favorite to win the event here?
Yeah, there's
the
already a person that they said that.
Once again, your timing is impeccable, my friend. Glad this texting. Careful collaboration.
Awesome.
Oh man. God damn it, beat up. Really hanging me out to dry here. This joke is tenuous enough, man. This joke is right on the brink of
Who
work.
is this?
In all fairness, the timing makes the joke.
Impeccable work, my friend. And last but not least.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, no, I got many more.
Yeah,
Looks like
that's
this
gotta be more
ever got awesome.
about sperm racing here.
The inaugural event will pit samples taken from two healthy young university students against each other on a racetrack modeled after the female reproductive system the founders have dubbed the Cardi B Speedway. Yes. Actor Kevin Spacey commented on his disinterest in the event, questioning how anyone could get excited about seeing come from dudes that old.
Oh,
Damn. Boys, the event will debut on the O Network. Yo Network. That's all I got.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, dude.
So how does one get sponsored for such a race?
Yeah.
I know so little about this. We need to do a deep dive into this event.
What
at
does it
some
take
point.
to qualify?
Indeed.
Says they faked it, bro.
Oh man.
Oh,
Sticky situation. That's
Damn.
crucial pun word.
far better material than what you're coming up with here.
Accusation. Allegedly.
Imagine telling people you're an athlete. Like, what do you do? Well, I race my cum.
Sperm racing, man. I'm number one, dude.
Come on.
That's incredible.
I dominate, dude. Dominate.
I don't know if you got the motility to get the job done, my friend.
Dude. Come on.
I got some Michael Phelps shit going.
Yeah.
Last but not least, boys, foster mom is charged with abuse as authorities investigate whether a girl was traded for a monkey.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Oh.
A Missouri foster mother has been charged with child abuse and endangerment as authorities investigate whether she traded an adopted daughter to someone in Texas for a monkey.
Oh.
Yes. The foster mother has been predictably bombarded by hate mail, but did receive one letter of support reading, "I can only imagine how difficult things must be for you at the moment. But for what it's worth, I understand why you did what you did and believe you made the right decision." Signed, Mickey Dolans. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your news of the world.
Man, that is vital information right there.
Indeed.
Guys.
Indeed. That was pretty good
Consistent
shit.
bangers.
Hey, I
gentlemen.
will give that to you. Thanks
I
for
do
the
what I
help with
can.
B-dubs.
I'm a man of the people.
Now, please explain who everyone is to me.
There's a whole
The
lot
Nick
going
Cannon family tree.
Yes, this is the Nick Cannon family tree.
on.
I didn't know this existed.
Do you guys remember Antonio Cromartie, the old defensive back, played for the Chargers for a long time? He had
No.
like 12 kids with miscellaneous women. He got interviewed one time. They're like, "So what are the names of your children?" Forgot halfway through.
Damn, that's messed
Classic.
up.
No. And then fucking Elon's got like 14 or something, all test tube babies.
Oh,
and
yeah,
shit, dude. And they're all got fucking crazy ass names.
He's breeding an empire.
Tyreek Hill, too.
Tyreek getting up there.
Oh, man. I think this year and last year, he both got 5 different women pregnant. 5 this year and 5 last year.
Damn. Yeah, he's winning that fucking.
Give me
sperm
$100
racing.
on Tyreek. That's for his championship for
God
sure.
damn,
The
dude.
guy's taking home the checkered flag, man.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that sperm racing shit's wild. The fucking that Kentucky Derby's going on right now.
Wow,
Yeah,
is it
we were
really?
watching it at dinner, and I was like, I gotta start fucking betting on the Derby.
That's a good move,
Let's start
dude.
playing the ponies.
That's a
dude.
classic
So
move.
you got to check their stats. Or you're gonna bet solely off a name.
It's 100%
You gotta go
off
off
the
the
name.
name.
Dude, come on. man.
I'd
That's
agree.
the only way to do it, dude.
That's the dude. We gotta
didn't know
start
anything.
watching. We gotta start doing Kentucky Derby
It was
watch
pretty
parties,
sweet watching it
rocking
at
the
dinner. I was like,
seersucker
yeah.
jackets and the hats and
Yeah.
shit, dude. Sipping on a mint julep, dude.
And the names are so preposterous, dude. They're so crazy.
Is there one like dominant horse this year? Is it not?
I have no idea,
Okay.
man.
Is there
no
a LeBron James of horses out there?
Dude. No, it looked pretty sweet. I was like, this is actually pretty badass. Like these horses are
Oh yeah,
crazy.
Kentucky Derby's out of control.
Yeah.
One of my buddies in college, his sister was in northern New York at some school studying to be a fucking Kentucky Derby horse trainer, which is pretty wild. Yeah. It's a bold move.
Yeah. Like,
Pretty
and we
killer.
were saying, like, can you just like, can you get tickets to? It's got to be so hard to get.
Oh, I would
tickets
imagine.
to
Yeah,
the
dude, it's
Kentucky
like an
Derby, dude.
event.
I mean,
like,
yeah,
yeah, it's like the Super Bowl.
Like,
Yeah.
how do you get a ticket to this?
I could. You probably could.
Yeah, dude.
He's gonna sneak in with his hat on. From blend right in, guys.
It'd be so fun to go, and people are just getting fucked.
Oh, yeah, people are
up at
hammered.
the Derby, son, getting lit up in the Derby.
The shit that was cracking me up though was like, you know, the jockey dudes are all like tiny.
Oh
you know?
yeah,
Yeah.
And like this guy is interviewing one of the jockeys, and the jockey's like to like his like here. It looked like he was interviewing like a little kid. I was just like, oh my god,
dude. It'd be crazy though, because I remember going to a horse race and seeing how little these jockeys were. And it's like,
Yeah.
and
Did you ever
they're
go to
grown men.
Muskegon?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So the thing was, you know, you'd watch them race, and then they'd go, and then they'd all come out with their girlfriends. And their girlfriends would be like 6 feet tall. And
yeah,
dude, I'm
yeah.
like, oh,
I got a
shit.
tall one.
Man.
There is this show on some channel. It's hosted by Dan Aykroyd, and it's one of these like you can't believe it type
Yeah, okay,
shows.
okay,
One of the stories they had on there was of this jockey from back in the day, and just like you said, jockeys are tiny.
Yeah.
This dude is like 5'8" or something. Starved himself down to like $1.15 or whatever was needed to like be
Yeah.
viable in this race. Dude has a heart attack and dies while on the horse in
and
the
wins the
race,
race.
and
Oh,
wins the race.
Yeah.
Damn.
Out of control.
Oscar, he's making his first appearance on the podcast.
Imagine being the guy that came in second on that race. Like, hold on, wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute.
Yeah, does it get disqualified?
Yeah, it's
Like,
tough.
come on.
Dude, I think I'd fight that. I
They're
like,
holding him up in the winner's circle and then putting those fucking laurels on him.
Going full weekend earnings.
when did he actually die?
Jesus
That's
Christ.
shows.
Yeah.
He was dead before they put him on the horse. He's like,
I was like, damn, I wish that race in Muskegon was still there, dude. I was like,
dude, that was epic, man. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
crazy. I only went there a few times because I was like really young at the
Same,
time, but
yeah.
it was like,
Yeah, my grandpa took me there. I remember going like probably maybe 3 or 4 times total because
Dude,
like
what the fuck
they would
happened?
come visit and he'd want to go over there and like I remember like he would like let me pick, you know, saying he was
Yeah,
like,
well, you could-
dollar bets or something.
you
like,
could bet on the horses that were actually in there, and then back then they'd have all those box screen
Yeah,
tees
yeah.
all throughout the
Yeah,
area,
yeah.
and you could bet on all these other races
Yep.
that are going on. It was
Throwing
pretty
a
wild.
couple bucks on the ponies, sipping a neat scotch,
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
smoking a big old fat cigar. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't get any better
Yeah.
than that. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I was watching it today. I was like, oh, this is actually pretty awesome.
Yeah, it'd be sweet. And it's like 45 seconds long.
Yeah, pretty dope though.
Much like me in the sperm race.
Yeah, any updates on the slap fighting champion guy there? Beat him?
Nowhere.
Nowhere. He's too busy being a champion. I think we missed our window to get him on.
Yeah, there's some dude who's like crushing it in the slap fighting world. He's from where's he from?
Fremont, I think.
Like Fremont.
something
oh
that.
really shit, that's crazy.
We've been trying to get him.
Dude, we've messaged him a few times and he's ignoring us. He didn't block us, but he
He's like,
ignored
dude, you're
us.
from Fremont. What the fuck? Come on, bro.
Ross has already been on record as saying he will take a one full face slap
Yep.
from this dude if he appears on the
Ross,
pod.
you're
Yeah.
pretty
Set
brave
it up.
man.
Yeah,
dude.
super
What can I
brave.
say?
Make it happen, dude.
Yeah, he's just got to pay me $25 first, like
Bro.
the guy being kicking.
It's like, dude, you're from Fremont. The Gerber is the baby food capital of the world. Come do the Dangerville podcast.
That's why he's so good at it, dude. He came up eating all those fucking mushed carrots.
Oh, yeah.
Something, bro.
Mad nutrition. On point. You guys see they're making a new Predator movie? It's not really a good segue for that, but I can't.
I did see it, and honestly, it didn't look good to me.
Predator looks kind of gay, dude. He's catching real flack for that costume.
It's some like good guy girl predator or something.
Oh, it's a female predator this time?
Yeah, and it's like about. It's like on the Predator planet, and it's like about Predator training
Predator
or something.
So
something like this.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that one bit.
And it's made by the same dude who made the last one, which
last one was fun.
I didn't see it.
It was fun.
Yeah, but
there's some things about it that are pretty annoying. For the most part, I'll tell you. I don't know about all this, dude.
Yeah.
A whole world of predators. It's Predator overkill, baby.
It's like
too much of a good thing.
Adolescent Predator.
Yeah, come on.
Oh,
the Predator Hunger Games.
Like, no. I need you to be chasing, Arnold Schwarzenegger. We need, let's just get Schwarzenegger
It's
back,
called
dude.
Predator Singular. Like, I don't need many predators.
Indeed. Yeah, it's like, okay, now we're going to have, it looks bad. No. Yeah, the CGI. Like, no, dude, you need a rubber mask.
Yeah, it's regrettable having
Vaseline
brought
on
this
it,
up. Predator Badlands stinker first.
Stinks. No good.
I'll be seeing it, bro.
I'm definitely gonna watch it.
This is Predator Badlands.
To hear it bash the movie, but I can't wait to watch it. So
I do love
terrible.
some Predator. Predator 2 is one of my favorite movies of all time. Dude. Yeah.
Danny Glover, dude.
I don't know
old
where
for
it
this
is,
shit.
but I got that Predator 2 poster. That really needs to make an appearance.
Oh, yeah.
It's the poster where it's the Predator, and it's all like, it's just like a painting or whatever.
The one with the buildings behind him?
There's building behind him, and he's got the skull and spinal cord.
Oh, okay.
And it's the fucking one that they had to remove from the theaters. Because at the time, that was too controversial. They couldn't have the Predator with a fucking skull, and it's like, imagine the shit they put now and shit, but like at the time, so it was like this poster was like kind of like rare because it's like this banned poster.
So you have the holy grail of Predator posters.
I got I really need to have that fucker up somewhere, dude.
Question is, do you man up and jack it at the time, or is this had a bit of post?
Yeah, no, this was way
post-purchase
after
here?
the fact, dude. I was like 6 when Predator 2 came out.
He wasn't at your local AMC tearing down posters.
I do got a Yoda though that I stole from a Blockbuster. It's like a window cling. I don't know what happened to it. It might have got trashed in the move, which is unfortunate.
That's a bummer.
I know. It was in my old studio forever, but it was like an episode 1, those window vinyl clings or whatever, and we were doing some hoodlum shit wandering around. It was the one on Sherman,
Oh, okay, yeah.
And fucking peeled that bitch off in the middle of the night, and then like we cut out Yoda, so it was just a Yoda.
Bunch of hoodlums out there, man.
Are you immune from prosecution since HBO is now defunct? The statute of limitations.
Yeah, I think so, dude.
Allegedly.
This could be
Yeah,
breaking things wide open here.
I didn't actually do it, by the way. It wasn't
Allegedly.
It was definitely me. No, it was good times.
Old Joe the haggard weather cop listener, and I was like, God damn it, I knew it.
Indeed.
Punk bastard.
The one case I couldn't break.
A little ginger prick haunts my memories.
from me.
He's laying up at night. He's got the file, the wall with the fucking red cord going every direction.
It's still the 1920s there. He's got a typewriter.
Yeah. Smoking a cig with his fedora on.
Relationship with his wife strained at this point.
Foggy glass window with his name on it.
I should have kept that shit though too. That's the thing. I got so many. I have like a huge collection of posters. I don't like all these are concert posters, but like all the movie posters and shit. I don't got anywhere to put them. I don't know what to do with them. Sell them, I guess.
They're big as fuck too, though.
Some of them are fucking huge.
I got the one of the original Spider-Man. Yeah, the Spider-Man movie.
Nice.
You know what the move is?
Sweet.
You got to get them all up somewhere temporarily, then take a photo of the collage, and then rock the photo as representative of all of the movie posters.
A poster of all the posters.
Yeah, it's a real Russian doll of posters.
That's the one.
That's a good one.
Dude, that's how much it's worth.
Red,
Wow.
yeah.
Damn.
I have two of them.
This one or
I have both of them, and they're two-sided. So the ones I got,
you have this one?
yeah, nope, I don't have that one. I got the one with him looking.
That's the one.
So
yeah, that's a badass poster.
And if they're like the full size, actual movie theater size posters, they're like bigger than like a regular poster.
So I had a buddy that he would go, and they would clean people's houses out.
Yeah.
And he went, and there was a lady, and I guess her husband had worked for the movie theaters for a long time, and she had stuff going back all the way to like Karate Kid. And, so, and she gave one of my buddies that. He's like, "Hey man, I got some Spider-Man posters in my car for you," and I'm thinking they're just like some Five Below little cheap ones.
Exactly. Yeah.
And there were actual movies posters. He's like, "No, dude, the real ones here, boom." He's like, "Yeah, bro, I got this and like a bunch of other ones." Like, sweet, dude.
Yeah.
I got a Battlefield Earth first edition.
That would be sweet.
Yeah, it would be. I got they're not like. I got these like huge, and I was buying these huge ones. They were in where we were living in Kalamazoo, but the coolest one was probably the Matrix. They're like enormous, like 5 by 7 feet. Like they're like extra huge. So it would like take up like that whole wall. There's a Matrix one. There's a Pink Floyd one.
I mean, that Matrix poster looked pretty nice. I'm just saying.
Crazy.
A 5 by 7 and Neo up there. Come on.
Yeah.
When I was in college, I was working at Best Buy, and we had, I don't know if you remember the Best Buy in Muskegon, but there was these giant like drop signs they would put.
Okay, yeah.
So they're like 3 foot by 3 foot, and then it would make tiles all together to make one.
Oh yeah.
So we when we were pulling them down, they're trying to throw them away.
Yeah.
The managers would like sell them off to people. Like, all right, how much you want? How much you want? How much you want? So like you have to buy them from the managers. Otherwise, if no one bought them, they trash them right in front of your face.
That's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, that's some asshole shit right there.
But anyway, I got the Beastie Boys one with the like just the black and white with the cities, and it covered my whole wall.
That's badass. I
ended up taking it down because I woke up one night really not well, and I was like, I can't. It's like, where am I? Buildings? Am I in the street? Oh God! Thank you. Soft bed.
Rock. Oh God.
Yeah, that's a lot of MCA coming at you, dude. Yeah, I really ought to go through that whole fucking collection though. Those are just a few of them. I literally probably have like 50 posters, like tons of dope. They're all rolled up and like, I mean, like it was the whole house was covered in them back in Kalamazoo.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Well, that was as was the trend at the time.
Yeah, I mean, we were the idiot college kids, but like,
dude.
It's like I can't really like got nowhere to put them up now.
It's just a decor for a college.
I was thinking about that too. I've got
there's
really
a 12
choice
one.
photographs that I got at the Palace at the time of the Pistons starting 5 that I got the year that they won the championship, all framed up. And I got
nice
bad boys
photos
back up, dude, up old school. No, I got them from the souvenir shop in Palace.
Was that like Chauncey and all that shit? Those
Chauncey,
guys.
Tayshaun, Rip, Ben, Rashid.
That was like the one era of basketball I was actually interested in.
Pistons are getting decent again, man. They had like the biggest turnaround in history or in 30 years or some shit. Made the playoffs this year.
Yeah, shit. I'm not following that shit.
Yeah.
I was just there, the Little Caesars, right? Isn't that where they play?
Yeah, I've never been in there. Does it show us?
It's not my favorite stadium.
Okay.
It's a little weird. I haven't been in there for a sporting event. It was only concerts. I've been there twice for concerts.
Sound in there, isn't there?
Not really. It's not great, honestly. It's I don't know. It's okay. Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Yeah. Much like the pizzas. So.
No, Fort Field's fucking sweet though.
Yeah, Fort Field's dope.
Yeah, loved it. Fucking Detroit, man. Every time I get there, I'm like, Detroit's fucking popping now. Dude.
Oh, dude, they it's so cool now. Like, I mean,
everything,
compared to what it was like, like 15, 20 years.
It's just like you can just walk to everything and just like
they
sweet hotels.
They really revitalized that whole. I mean, it's worth going to now. Before you want to go to Detroit, it's like, go to Chicago instead.
Right.
I was like, kind of Detroit's our way in it.
Yeah, moving the state together right downtown there, that definitely worked. That was the move.
I know it's not really Detroit, but Detroit Airport is my favorite airport.
So one of the best ports in the world.
Because it's so easy to understand. I never get lost.
Yeah, it's just like
go wings. Down. Which way do I have to go? That way or this way?
Yeah, that
way.
Forever.
Okay.
Dude, nothing like the Atlanta one. Have you been to the?
No, that's not. Dude. That one is
Jesus Christ,
very poor.
I just saw a meme about the Atlanta airport that was like the planners are like, and then let's make you run 5K. Like it's the worst, and it's the biggest airport in the country. Yeah, Atlanta
It's the
Airport.
busiest one.
Busiest, yeah, okay.
It's always
Oh, yeah,
so
the business.
stressful
See, I didn't know
enough
if it was-
anyway. Fucking
It's not
boring.
that physically big. Like that's the thing is it's like there are times in like Atlanta and O'Hare where you're shoulder to
Yeah.
shoulder with people everywhere and you're like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like you can go during Christmas sometime when there's just a couple delays and you literally can't stand in the airport.
Damn.
Like that happens sometimes in some of those really busy ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all set up.
Yeah, Atlanta's fucking crazy. I was there when the Super Bowl was in Atlanta.
Ooh.
So this is probably 5, 6, whatever years
Yeah,
ago, whatever,
okay.
and yeah, it was the Super Bowl was the next day.
Oh Jesus, it had to be a nightmare.
It was
dude.
insane. And like I didn't like it was one of those things where I was flying for work. It was like I knew, but I didn't really know. I wasn't like paying attention to it until I was at the airport. And it's like, what the fuck? And it's always busy. And then it's like,
Oh,
the
yeah,
Super Bowl.
dude.
And it was like, oh my fucking god,
Probably,
dude.
dude, and it's probably a bunch of drunk jerks because that's,
everybody
I don't know if any of you guys have been to a pro NFL game lately, but they're
have not.
terrible, man. People are so mean there. It's crazy.
No, I've only been to one pro
Don't bring
game
your
ever.
kids to a pro football game anymore. People are too crazy. They're all drunk and screaming crazy shit. It's
Yeah, I thought that was the whole point.
yeah, but it's like it's not. It's way more aggressive nowadays than I ever remember.
Yeah.
It's too much for me lately.
I've only been to one. I saw Lions way back at fucking
Silverdome?
Silverdome.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
You gotta see Barry?
Enormous, dude.
No, this would have been way after this one. We went because
No, I got to see Ron Rivers though.
I think I don't remember what the fuck was going on, but it had something to do with marching band, and I skipped the band thing and just went. I was supposed to be in band doing it, and me and Daberstein skipped out on it and just went to the game. That's
Who's your clarinet player?
Missing our third oboe.
well, we were there for marching band the 4 years of high school because that's where they did all the state championship, and it was crazy though because all the staging areas and shit were down below the stadium, so we were like legit in the locker rooms and shit. So it was like, yeah, this is the Lions locker room, and like,
Oh, this is shit.
and it would be like you'd like because it's all staging, so you'd like continually like move through, right? Because it's like you basically they're just putting every band through, in stages, and there's warm up rooms and like crazy shit like that. So like it was bizarre.
Is that Herman Miller? Are those your balls? Or? Not Herman Miller. Herman Moore. Damn it all. You botched the joke. Rookie mistake.
But even at that time, I remember thinking like, "Oh, the Silverdome's a shithole." Like it was terrible, Like
Oh,
we're
that
like
place is
down
falling
in it.
down
And we're just like,
hard.
"Oh, this is the Lions locker room." Like I'm like, Jesus, get some paint.
Oh
guys.
yeah, it's
like,
been
what?
bad news in that place for a long time.
Yeah, so it didn't surprise anyone when they were like, "Yeah, we're closing this."
Is it still there? I think it's still
They
open.
tried
isn't it?
to no, they were trying to demolish it and it wouldn't
Not
demolish.
open, but it still exists, right?
Well,
Stands.
They were the last I heard, and this was a while ago, is they were legit trying
Is
to
this
demolish it.
Dubs? Is this Silverdome? Okay.
Probably.
Pour one out.
And they couldn't. This must be round 2 because they couldn't get it to fall. It was like it wouldn't come down. So maybe this is it because it didn't fall all the way, or maybe they were just taking the top layer out or whatever. But also, what are all these cars?
Just about to say, do people come to watch that, or I mean,
maybe
who
they
wants
might
to-
have been renting the.
It could be
lot
like
for
it could be recall
car
cars.
manufacturing, yeah, or something.
Oh,
like
Because there's
that,
a
yeah.
while where they're recalling a ton of cars
Yeah.
for different reasons.
I don't see people, but
It's like that dust ain't
I
gonna
don't
be
want
great
any
for
of
those
those dusty-ass cars.
dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man. Like fuck, dude, you got towed and now
What,
you're
what
coming
about the people that live next door?
If only the Lions teams of those days would have been so impossible to collapse. That would have been,
Yeah.
that would have been cool.
I just don't really like follow
John
fucking any
Kidna.
sports at all, man. I'm out of the loop on that shit.
Dante Culpepper.
Yeah.
Oh man, John Kidd.
So what's going on with you there, Capo? You got some new songs coming out or anything?
man, I got some new material. I'm gonna start, but like I'm mainly just focusing on production, dude. Like I said, I'm trying to develop my sound and see what I want to do for my own personal
Yeah.
projects.
Yeah.
But that's a handful of new things that I've released
Nice.
over there on the IG.
Oh fuck! I never got one of them T-shirts for me, did I?
Yeah, dude. I still gotta know. Oh, dude.
I should have had you bring it.
I didn't even think about it before I left the house, but I definitely. I still got
I just
one.
saw the logo thing. I was like, shit! I was gonna buy one of those from you. I still do want one. So
yeah, I gotta. I actually gotta re-up on the order.
Don't follow him. What are you doing,
dude? Come on,
that's
man.
not. No.
I'm gonna have 4,202 followers.
It's pretty good. What is this? Is this Instagram?
Yeah, this is Instagram.
I don't even fucking know. I'm like not even on fucking anything. Yeah, man. Fuck. Well, let me know if you need help learning any of this shit. It's not the thing of it. It's so easy now. Like, dude. Like, it's just like there's nothing that you fucking get the thing.
I'm pretty confident in what I've made so far. Like, some of the recent stuff, I'm starting to like sift through. Okay, this is the ones I'm gonna do songs over, and might tweak out the beat a little bit more. But I'm really now at the point where I'm like, okay, now let me start putting the project together. And like I said, I'm gonna do it all. I'm gonna produce it all. I'm gonna mix it. I'm gonna do everything myself. I might send it out for the final mix and master, but I'm gonna engineer everything myself. Boom. That's just like on my bucket list. It's just like, dude, like all these years I've always worked with other producers, and I've done my own mixtapes, but obviously they're over other people's beats. Now I'm just like, dude, I'm gonna go all out. And
that's the fun part, man. I mean, obviously that's what I'm into. So like doing all the beats and everything, it's so much fun. But
it's like just opened up like a lot more creativity too for me, like when I'm thinking about music and stuff, because like it's like, bro, I made this, like this is like nobody else got this melody. I didn't sample shit from anybody, even though I've dabbled in sampling, but it's like I feel more like accomplished when I make the melody myself, and I'm like, all right, cool, it's
fun, man. It's so fucking easy nowadays. So like the barrier of entry on music production and hip hop and pop and stuff, anything that's just like not real instruments.
Yeah, they'll let anybody make now.
They really will. They really will. Yeah. I mean, it's no fucking Boss Dane, of course. But
hey now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. Fucking, I want to hear some shit you're working on, dude.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. I'm gonna
send me some shit.
I'll show you some stuff.
Yeah. I want to hear how terrible it is, so I can make fun
definitely.
of it.
Gosh, that snare. He used that snare.
This kick drum sucks,
dude. This Fruity Loop beat.
You got one of these things, something like this?
No, I actually I do. I got the one with the keyboard on it. The little Akai.
Yeah, that's the same brand.
The little mini MPC. Yeah, I got that.
Or just get like one of the ones that's got the keyboard, and then some of them got the thing.
Yeah, I got the one with the keyboard on it, the little pad.
And you can just use the keyboard too. That's how I was doing it
like
forever.
I'll try to kind of like dabble with the melody with the keyboard a little bit, but then again, everything's just like paste and like like finding the right key and stuff like that. That's the thing, like music theory. Like I'm not scared. I'm scared of that shit.
You just keep it in the right key. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, and that's all like, dude. And I can like I know
I just use your ears for that. You know, like does it sound bad? Then you're not doing it right.
Exactly.
It's like it's not like that hard.
Oh, there's been plenty of times like, I fucking scratch that out.
Just get yourself a nice MIDI weighted keyboard. That's all you need.
Yeah, you don't need weighted keys for doing any of this shit. Weighted keys are for piano. Like if you're playing like actual piano.
Well, FL they'll generate you chords now.
Yeah, you can do it. So
it's got all kinds of crazy stuff on there too.
That's what I'm saying. There's just total cheat. You can just like this whole software. You can just drag and drop whole like chord or like hit the button and give me a random chord progression. And
but you got to piece it together the right way, and you got to use the right sounds. You know, like that's a lot of that I've noticed. It's like, dude. So I've invested a lot in my sound packs.
Nice. Yeah, the fun part is always just like start with the drums. You know, just get like the tempo and the beat you want or whatever, and then just start building it up. Like the way that I would do it for rap stuff, this is how I always did it, was just like, it would always start, it would just be like drums, and then I just keep adding stuff. And so at the end of that, you end up with this thing that's like, it literally just kind of looks like a pyramid or something. It's just another part comes in, another part. Okay. So you end up with that. And so by the end of it, you got everything going.
So I always start with my melody. Like me personally, like I'll start with my melody,
like a vocal melody.
No, like I'll always start with a grand piano.
Okay.
So I'll make a melody in a grand piano, and then when I kind of like, okay, cool, I like this melody, then I'll start experimenting with different sounds, instruments, on what that piano melody could be.
Okay.
And then distort style, baby.
But then I'll hear different stuff once I start using different instruments, and I can add different, notes and stuff to it. So I'll build it from there. Then I hit them with the hi hats. Then I'll come in with the snare, and then I drop my drums. That's the formula that I've been working with, and it's been kind of working for me.
I always start with like kick and snare first, but I mean I think of that. Oh, I mean that's like for me with everything. It's drums are always first. You know, so like even
you can make it. Even a hi hat might be more crucial than all that other shit. For specific to drums for hip hop beats, see the hi hat
because it's gonna set the tempo for what
it's pretty crucial
kind of beat you're gonna make, and then also the mood
trap
of it.
Style. Yeah. I mean the trap shit's a super fucking
like 155, 150 BPM. So I try to, you know. And that's like kind of like a little bit of the more funner beats to make because you can experiment so much with it. But I just like that classic.
I just had like 3 hi-hats going by the end of it too. So it'll be like there's a straight one, and then there's like one doing like your like triplets or whatever, like going in. So, and then what I would do though is then I would have everything there, but it's not a song, right? It just keeps another thing comes in, another thing comes in, another thing comes in. So it's like, all right, here's every sound I have, and now take that and then turn that into your song. So now you just have all these parts and
just start doing drops, droppings in and out here and there.
Yeah, it's like, all right, we're gonna start with this intro, and it's gonna be all these are the instruments that are gonna be there, and then you can like start arranging it. But I don't know. That's how I was doing rap stuff, and that's my process. That's the funnest thing because then you don't like the thing about doing it that way is it's like you get to like you don't. It's like really fast of like your creativity of being like we're saying like, oh, here's a kick and snare. All right, now I need a hi-hat, and you just do that. So don't worry about like the song, and then it's and then it's just gonna be like, here's my piano. You know, you want a piano, and I want strings. So I'm gonna have some string hits.
Hit them with some leads.
Pull those up. Yep. Or there's gonna be a lead thing, or there's like the scratches or whatever. So then by the end of it, it's like all these parts are built up. So by the end of it, it should be like pretty rocking until there's like nothing. There's no more space or whatever, basically. Right.
And then another thing too, those you don't want to overdo it. Some people add too much shit, and it's like, bro, I found like the more vibey stuff is like the more simple shit.
Less is more.
It really is
for sure, dude.
Which is hard for me because I'm like, you know, coming from prog rock and shit. So it's like, you know, they're throwing fucking everything at it, dude, you know.
Drops,
keep it simple, keep it fucking bang.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's fun though, and you just keep getting better at it too. And that's
what it like.
It's so easy, and it's like you can do a whole beat, a whole song, basically in a night.
Every 6 months, I probably purge like all the beat. Like, oh shit, this sounds like shit. Oh fuck, I've learned this since then. Oh dude, I can, you know, like nah, that was nowhere near what I was envisioning, and as great as I thought it was at 1 o'clock in the morning when I'm having lecture.
But then it's like too, it's like, all right, what is it? Is the idea good? And you can come back and like, you know, remix it basically.
Exactly.
And like, you know, like, oh, well, the beat's cool. It just doesn't sound as good as what I'm doing now.
Well, I got a buddy sometimes who'll sit in sessions with me, and he just kind of just gives me ideas and be like, hey, try this out, or try this sound out. Hey, do this. Hey, add this. And I'm like, hey, cool. Yeah, we'll fuck around. And then like, oh shit, dude, you have some pretty good input too.
Sure.
Like,
that's the fun shit too. The other thing is like, don't like, sometimes you can just like pull up an instrument and just see what it does.
Exactly.
And then you just like figure out, well, with this sound, I could do something like this, you know, and just do that and be like, maybe it doesn't make the song, maybe it does or whatever, but it's like, you can just be like, I have no idea what this sound even is. And then like, oh, that's weird. How could I like?
I love the trumpets, bro. For some reason,
horns
the horns are just, dude. You can do some dope shit with the trumpets.
I mean, that's classic hip hop shit. It's like horn hits, horn stabs, you know. Yep. But you got to distort the fuck out of them, dude.
Yeah, dude. Believe me, I definitely add my plugins to them.
Yeah, it's just endless possibilities, dude. That's what's so fun about it. Yeah. No, I'm glad you're getting into that.
Yeah,
shit.
dude, that's like my new thing. Like I've kind of like I haven't even wrote as many lyrics as I would typically do. More opposed to just like, all right, Pete, all right, oh cool. Hey, I'm gonna come back to this one, but hey, then I start working on something else. Like we just keep going.
Yeah. When last time we were fucking around when we were still doing rap stuff was like we were doing it was like past the keyboard. So it's like
somebody else
was like, all right, now you do something. You know what I mean? Like doing shit like that can be fun.
That's the shit. Like, I think about it like that. But,
Just like again, it's all just fucking around, right? And like
so this song was actually produced by a German producer, and I got a bunch of German dudes on there. Got some dude all over the coast. So he basically did this song and put a bunch of artists from over different countries on it.
Okay.
But the guy's based out of Germany. So
that's the one what was the one that they made? It was all cartoon guys on the cover, and you were like, "I'm a cartoon."
Yeah, that's the one. That's the guy. He did that whole album right there. Put it up. Put
This
that.
is a sweet video, dude. Who's doing this video?
Dude, me and my friend shot it.
Yeah, that's badass.
Me and my buddy D Have.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know who that dude is.
Yeah.
I've never met him, but
Yeah. I'm gonna have to bring him one day, man.
he looks like a wild boy.
Oh man, he's a good dude though.
Yeah,
but yeah, he shot it like, you know, I edited it together. But
oh, nice. Yeah. Got the gimbal and all that.
Dude, no, we just use our hand with.
Dude,
shot that with my iPhone.
You guys are fucking ghetto as fuck, bro. That's some real fucking SKM shit right here. All right, let's hear a little bit of it before we wrap this shit up. It's fucking sweet, dude. That fucking beat is sweet, man.
That's huge. Yeah.
So German.
So like
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like that project right there is so crazy to me, bro, because you know, the two dudes on there, I'm like they're legends to me, man. Like I looked up to like 15, 16-year-old kid looking up to those dudes, and then like years later, here's this German producer who's like, hey, I'm gonna put you on all these songs with these guys and then put it out. So
Fuck
like,
yeah,
but
man.
he's supposed to. We're in talks of him producing a whole project for me. He's like,
Oh,
dude,
sick.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
like, dude, yeah, I like that verse so much. I want to do a whole project for you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's next on the agenda. Kappo and G Function comes.
That would be sick, cause that was a sweet fucking beat, dude. That was
Dude, he's
some
dope,
low
bro.
end, dude.
And same thing though. He had a guy come in and play the guitar on that, and he, you know, all live instruments.
Oh,
You can't
nice,
go
yeah.
wrong with German engineering.
Dude, hey, man, he's so clean, bro. It's crazy. Shout out my
badass.
German homies, though.
Yeah, shout out to Germany. All right, what do you guys think? You want to wrap this shit up?
Right about that time.
Yeah, yeah,
about
man.
that time, boys.
Good time.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming over again.
No doubt.
We'll
Shout
do it again.
out Dangerville.
Shout
Happy
out
Cinco de
everybody.
Mayo.
Cinco de Kappo.
Cinco de
Kappo.
Capo de Mayo, whatever.
Cinco de Kappo.
Yeah, maybe we'll have you out some other time that's not Cinco de Kappo. Yeah.
Ross, we need some beats so he can freestyle Cinco de Kappo song for us. real
Yeah,
quick.
next time, dude. Next time,
Alright.
you freestyle, dude, on the pod.
I'm gonna make it as cringy as possible.
I'm going to pull up some Christmas themed beats DRM free on YouTube real quick.
Let's do it.
Gonna talk about how you went to private school.
Got to do something
Hey,
with
Mahler.
that Cousins beat for sure.
All right, let's wrap it up, y'all. Peace.
Peace out.